What up, asshole?
Go fuck yourself!
I'm fucking back for some fuck all reason. Look, I've been really sick. I've had pneumonia for like a month, and then on top of that, I've had problems with my hip for some reason. The reason why I have problems with my hip, I don't have a full idea why or how or anything like that. I just remembered I probably need to see myself. So it's been a while since I've been here. It's been quite rough for me for a few months. But it's the off season. The on season is coming on pretty soon, sort of, ish. And I'm currently doing things to the car, getting into that season. One of the things that I've been doing that this car has a problem with was the springs. And the springs have been, well, pretty done. They're pretty shit. If you take a look at this, it's pretty bad. Like all of the old springs that I have that sat on this car are like, they're all compromised with rust. And that is not very good for spring rigidity. Sure, it's not a lot. Sure, it's not a lot of rust, but I changed it out. These springs are from Driftworks. Springs for the control system 2 coilover. It's a drifting spring. I don't like the drifting springs or drifting coilovers or whatever. So I changed it out to a lead. That's what I changed it out to because that's what I deem is a better quality spring than these, because these are pretty bad. The springs itself are kind of special because it comes from this car. And I've retrofitted it onto these coilovers, so that's pretty cool that I actually was able to do that. What I'm planning today is I'm just gonna do minor things and you're gonna follow along with me as I'm doing these minor things. I'm also gonna show you a couple of different things I've been doing. This is one of the major things that I've been doing. These springs are trash. Like, I can even see, so like, they're all different heights as well, which is not good. But you're gonna follow along and see what I've been doing with this car recently. And also, I have future plans. I'm gonna show you later. Alright, so you get to be on top of my head as we're going through all this. I guess I need to see what I'm doing. Like that. I really need to shit now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, this is the car. We have raised it up. So this is what it looks like. It currently has the rear seats here. We're gonna put those back. But one of the things that I've done to this car recently that I really do want to show you guys is this. You know, like the minor GTR detail that people have for these cars are special things that does not exist when it comes to GTTs. Well, I've installed those. You can buy this step-light assembly from Nissan themselves. You take that, you run a plus cable. I have the cable over here. It's hard to see. It's not the nicest installation, but I really do not give a shit. So, plus cable goes here, all the way up to the top light, dome light, whatever it is. Plus cable there, and then you take the minus cable on these door jabs, because when you push in these door jabs, the light goes off. Minus cable all the way to that, and then boom, you have door switches, which is pretty cool. That's one of the things that I've been doing recently. Another thing that I've been doing recently is this. You see that? I don't know if you can see that actually. Yeah, do you see that? This spring is a All-in spring, and it goes onto a Driftworks coilover. I have no idea how the ride quality will be, but I've had problems with coilover, like binding really hard on corners and giving me a lot of oversteer. So I think this will help a lot because it gives me more suspension travel. I just need to fix the ride height once the car is back on the ground. But then you can also see here all Driftworks arms. Mind you, this is not a drift car. This car is a time attack car. So there's that. after all of that and all those things, let's put the rear seats back in. And then we're gonna see if we can take apart the, well, the front. We're gonna see if we can take that apart, because that would be nice. In you go. It's nice, you can have this, you grab this, and then you have all the things that you need for a quick fix. So let's see. Breaking news, a local man has been exonerated today after 11 months of wrongful accusations. Evidence surfaced proving that Drew did in fact leave her own cable in the car. She's supposed to say the boyfriend is seeking damages in the form of never hearing about this again and a very expensive dinner with snacks and cuddles. Back to you in the studio where I am currently loading. We have these ones. They're supposed to go for the back. Okay. So let's just grab this and put it in. Why does everything have to be so darn tight? Well, it has to be tight because of your mom. Shut the fuck up. That one did not set. That one set. Okay, well it sits now. That's good. Now to see if we can get these in the right position. Like that. There's one. But yeah, just to let you know, pneumonia fucking sucks, right? It sucks in a way that, like, you can't do shit. I was sick for like an entire month. Made me unable to do anything that I want to with this car, which is sad. But now it's okay. Here we go. All right, next part is the rear seat. The whole rear seat. Like, not the rear seat. What am I talking about? Seat cushion. We sit and fuck. Well, it depends. I mean, there's race car seats here, so no, maybe not. Maybe not fucking, but you know what I mean. Get in!
Oh, sick.
All right. Put that back in. That back in. Also, as you can see on this, I have my harness tucked away like this. Position of this is not in a approved position at all. The position should be right here because it needs to go either straight back or I think it's like 20 degrees down, which is what's allowed. So this position right now, being so low, it's not legal, but gives you a quick harness whenever you need it. At least you have it, you know? At least you have it. There it is. Also, well, I talk too much. Sometimes when I work with these cars, I just sit and think a lot about different things. Sometimes I sit and think like, oh, this is like this is like that, blah, blah. It doesn't seem right. That seems right. All right. There we go. Here we go. Boom. Rear seat back in. Now to put the passenger seat back in. God damn. This seat is although gonna be much more simple. Actually, let's put you in a different position. Maybe that's more interesting. Oh man, I have to take the slow route with the last bolt. Are you kidding me? Fine. I'll get back to you shortly. Alright. Seat is back in. Not moving a bit. Totally fine. Totally okay. I need to clean this car out, but I'll always do that before I take it out for the summer, because right now it's off season. Well, that's totally fine. So we're done here. Now to the other stuff. Alright, so we need to take apart the front bumper of the car. We need to take it down because this headlight is not in a legal picture or whatever. You guys know what I mean. Like, there's a way for lights to be in a legal light fixture thing, and this car does not fulfill it, even though I fixed it once. So this light is totally okay. That's not a problem. This light has all the problems, which is annoying and sad. So what we need to do is take this light apart, fix it, and then we can go through better. Do I need to take off the whole front bumper? Not really. I want to take it off because I rode over some bumps or curbs on track, and it shifted the whole bumper that way. So I want to readjust it, basically. Nothing more than that, honestly. It's just that. So let's get to it. Also, if you're asking me, do you need to take this out? No, you don't really need to take this out, but I do it because I want to. It's just a personal preference thing. Sometimes things are weird. So I want to show you this part as well. Now that the front bumper is off, I have these hoses. These are brake duct hoses that goes all the way to the front calipers, front brakes. And this is a splitter. As you can see, the splitter starts all the way over there and goes all the way in there. That's how you know a splitter is fully functional, it actually has a purpose. When it comes to these things, a lot of people get splitters that only cover like this front part. It doesn't really, it does like something, but not really. When you want a fully functional front splitter, you need to have it like going all the way underneath the engine. I also have a lot of, I think this is like caked up residue from this, because when I drive on track, this spills all the way down onto that, which sucks. You know, it's been fixed since then. And also, when I was driving on track, my catch tank, my old catch tank, imploded. So it imploded because there was so much suction from the turbo. So all of the gaskets and all the turbos and everything that was ball bearing was seeping out through the gaskets and everything. So my fault, happens to the best of us. It's fine now and it still works, so I'm not too bothered about it. This car really does not drink oil whatsoever. Now, this needs to come out. And you have a couple of cables you need to detach. This one all the way in here. Looks like that. Then you have and you have this one. We have that one, and then the last one. Almost always a pain in the ass to take out, because they sit so tight. There we go. Look at that. One R34 GTR headlights. As you can see, it's not its nicest finish or anything like that. I'm gonna try and clean this up with sandpaper, wet sanding and stuff like that. I will try to do that. No promises yet, but I will try. So when it comes to these kind of lights, the R34 was designed to be easily convertible to the American market when it comes to the lights. Not when it comes to the steering column, because the steering column is on the wrong side. If you put it on the right side, you have problems with wrong turbos, yada yada, blah blah blah, and stuff. The thing is, when it comes to these headlights, they were made to be easily convertible to right-hand drive side. And you do that by changing, let's see if I can point it to you. That thing. That little ball thing is what is deciding of how the light should be casted forward. So in my country, you must have the light go sideways and then up to the right. But because it's imported, it's illegal to have a straight line. And to have a straight line, you need to take 5 millimeters off of one side of this little dome thing and put it on the other side. That's how easily it is to convert these into legal right-hand drive side driving cars. What I need to do is take this whole headlight apart, like the glass in front of it. And you do that, I've done it twice before. So what you do is you open all these metal parts all around. Then you heat up this plastic. You see this little goo thing? This goo thing is what holds the headlight together and creates like the seal. So you need to heat this up and then you need to pry everything open. And you do that the whole way around. So as you can see, From previous attempts, I haven't been able to fully get it back to where it needs to be, so it accumulates a bit of water, other things that in the headlight. But that is what is needed to be done. Well, actually, let's put it up here so it's not in the way. So I'm gonna take that over to my dad's place so we can heat it up, open it up and everything, because I'm not allowed to have warm heating things in here. So that's one thing. So that project stops right there. What I am going to do though is fuck your mom. That's right, I'm gonna fuck your mom all the way up, all the way down. Also, if you've seen, I have paper in my right ear because I have an ear infection and I can't figure it out. So, we're gonna talk about a different thing when it comes to this car and the next big step of this car. And that is what we have right up here. It's a heavy piece. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a RB26 ITB plenum manifold with a Freddy intake. If you know, you know. So, this is not designed to go onto this car, but we're gonna change that. So, my whole plan with this is to cut the RB25 manifold as close to the engine as possible, like down there, very, very close to the engine, because there are these well-done ITB plenum plates that you can use. So you can put that on, you can remove this whole inner part and then just use this and this. There is a problem with it though that I am not fully on board with, and that problem is you remove this. Now this is like a plenum after the first plenum. So you have the mass plenum that takes the air in, then the ITBs pushes everything in, but this is a plenum for vacuums and stuff after the throttles. So I run right now a map sensor. You can see it on the top there, very hard to see. I need to run a map sensor, and the map sensor is a good place to run like here. So I still need this plenum part. So I'm on two ways that I can go about this. One is I do the first original plan, I cut it and I add like a aluminum bar like this one on top, and I do all the necessary holes and everything, put it in. Swedish car laws don't allow you to have a changed engine. You can change manifolds, but you cannot change anything else. Now this is an original part, except for this. This is an original part, so it's fine to put this on because it's a original part. So my plan is this. I want to add like these, you see where the bolts originally go in, like right here. I want to add those to the places where it doesn't exist, so I can still use this whole thing, put it on and use it. And then I'm going to fix the water part thing of this. I'm not decided fully yet how I'm gonna decide to do that, but that's the plan I want to do for this plenum. Because once you do that, all of a sudden you have the RB26 ITB plenum manifold. I need to have, like, if I tell you like this is the only way I can have a front-facing plenum, because this is an original part. Swedish car laws does not allow you to have something that is not an original part of the manufacturer. So this is as close as I can get to a front-facing plenum. So I really don't have any other choice if I want a front-facing plenum instead of the pipe going up and above. That is the plan for the ITBs, which are pretty cool, pretty nice. Now I need to put this back up here again. I'm gonna die doing it, so remember me fondly. Then the second plan is this. This, my friends, is SPAL 230p fans, two of them. Functional, hopefully. And I say hopefully because these are fans that comes from one of these cars.
Inside on the run to the turn one. Oh! Goes in O'Donovan. If Bergstrom hadn't been there, he might have gone over. He just about held.
If it's good enough for 650 horsepower, running flat out on track, it should be good enough for me. So I want to put this down in here on this radiator. That fan's gonna go. Obviously this is gonna go. This one I'm gonna have to figure something out. Also this pipe. This is too wide. I have an original radiator and I'm gonna show you in a second. As you can see, it fills up pretty well. The problem is it's too wide. But that's an okay problem for me. What it does, it creates like the maximum volume of air that I can have in the radiator, which is perfect for what I need. But also, because the radiator is too tall for these, I can put these lower so I can bypass the little pipe that's in there. So these ones will come in and work as intended. I have done a little writing on it to think through and do different things, but I think this is a thing that's gonna mount, test and everything. As you can see, it's quite serious coming from one of those cars. It's like your proper tunnels, it's proper aluminum, it's welded together, and easy to get in and out, which is like the one thing that I really like about these. So that's about that. I did not plan to waste too much time in here today because I need to fix my work time I have in here in this garage with this car. Like it's all small things. It's no major things that needs fixing for the car to be rolling. It is 100% rolling right now. Except for the front bumper being gone. Totally fine to take in, drive, and do everything that you need to do in its current state. This is still a drivable car. So in the future, we have a couple plans thought of in the future. You're gonna be following me along when it comes to car meets and other interesting stuff like that. I want to show you the Swedish car scene. We are going to try and get to lmao, Scandinavian's biggest car show. And I'm gonna like take you around there, show you around and do that, because I've been going there for every year. There's a plan. I haven't insulted you today. I know, because I'm too fucking sick. Honestly, I'm too fucking sick. So we'll take this up when my headlights is fixed and we can put the car back together. And then we can take a maiden voyage of the year. How about that? So, yeah, that's about it. Go fuck yourself.